see some hands. And you'll see people who do not raise their hand only because maybe they haven't had that experience yet. But here's something my grandmother told me. You keep living, and it'll find you. No one is oblivious to it. And I'm talking about the days when you're trying to figure out your life. Jonathan, give me an example of survival mode. Here's an example. You ever have someone you absolutely love in your life and they go to the doctor and get a bad diagnosis? Or maybe it was you. Something didn't go right. Well, instantaneously, boom, you are thrown into survival mode. One of your kids has something happen to them, something tragic, that will send you into survival mode. You lose a job, you lose your house, you get demoted. Something happens that instantaneously sends you into survival mode. So let me ask you the question again. How many of you have had the experience of being in survival mode? More hands have gone up. I went back to school and I got an associate's degree. I got a bachelor's of science degree in education. I became a classroom teacher, but here was the problem. In order for me to become a classroom teacher, you had to pass what is called a teacher certification test. It's a test you take in the United States that certifies that you are a teacher and you cannot take your job before you pass that test. And ladies and gentlemen, I failed that test 9 times. But don't feel bad for me, because on number 10, I was hot. I got it on number 10. And I became a classroom teacher. They put human beings in front of me that called me Mr. I taught for a year. My buddy said, hey man, if you go back and get a master's degree, they'll give you a $5,000 raise. I said, what? I did my master's degree in 3 semesters. Winter, spring, summer. Became and started interviewing because my buddy said, hey man, they're looking for leaders in Detroit Public Schools. I said, yeah, okay. He said, but the starting salary is $75,000 a year. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, start interviewing. I said, I'm going to start interviewing. I went on my first interview. Lady came in. I walked in the room, and she said, oh, my God, he's here. Our prayers are answered. Everybody gather around. Here he is, our new gym teacher. I said, what? And I walked out, and I interviewed and interviewed and interviewed and interviewed. I'll cut to the chase. I interviewed at over 18 different schools. They all said no. For a 2-year period, they all said no. My buddy called me who told me to go to the original interview and was like, man, you are stupid. Stop going. Nobody likes you. I said, I'm going to the next one. And I got one next week. I said, and I'm excited about it. He said, how can you be excited about it? You just went to 2 years of interviews, 18 interviews. Nobody wants you. I said, it's simple. I know all the questions. You know what I'm saying? Someone write this down on your paper. A setback is a setup for a comeback. Please write that down. Man. I became assistant principal at the next interview. At age 27, I was the youngest assistant principal in the history of Detroit Public Schools. They put me on a radio ad, a television ad, and a billboard ad. They started calling the school, inviting me to come out and speak. I would go out and speak, and a buddy of mine said, hey, man, you can get paid to do that. I said, what? And the following year, we had a new superintendent come to town. He did a reorganization. They said, we're going to fire everybody in the room, but we're going to give you an opportunity to be a second grade primary school gym teacher. I said, no, thank you. I'm going to come out here and plant my flag and be the leader that God has called me to be. My father said, boy, what are you going to do with your life? I said, Dad, I'm going to be a motivational speaker. And my father's reply was, what the hell is a motivational speaker? Because that doesn't pay bills. I said, Dad, I got to do it. And from that moment is when I was launched into leadership. Because no longer did I depend on my father to give me instruction for my life. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What does it mean to be a legacy-driven leader? What does that mean? Here's the first thing that we have to do. In order for us to get to the place where we're trying to go, talking about the vision, you got to know who you are first. So here's what I want you to do. On your sheet of paper, I want you to write a number down. 1 to 10. Not yet. Pause for a moment. 1 to 10. I want you to do the most difficult thing that it is for human beings to do, and that is rate yourself and be honest about it. You're going to write down 1 if you absolutely suck. You are terrible at being a leader. That's 1. 10 is that when you walk in the room, music comes on. Oh, you're the second coming. Okay? 1 to 10. On your paper, as it relates to leadership, right now, today, what would you rate yourself? Please write that number down. What you got, Eric? 6. Fantastic. 7. 8. Any 10s? Any 10s? Thank you. You got 1 10? Stand up. Can I get this? I didn't hear music come on. Where you going? Stay there. Stand. Where you going? Take that scarf off. Stand up. You hot? Said you were 10. Now you're hot all of a sudden. Please take that. Can you share with us who you are?
Charmaine Pierre from St. Lucia.
St. Lucia in the house. Okay. So, what in your mind makes you a 10? Tell us what the attributes of being a 10 as a leader is from St. Lucia.
Okay, basically.
No, not basically. Not basically. I want you to say this, and this makes me a 10.
This makes me 10. I'm a people's person.
Okay.
I have this thing about me. That
What thing about you? What? I don't know what that means. What's the thing about you? Talk it to the microphone, please. We all want to hear this. What's this thing about you? Come on, talk to us. Talk to us.
Okay. I'm a leader, right?
Okay.
Everybody listens to me. They follow me.
Hold it. That sounds like a bully. No, I'm just kidding. No, can I ask
No,
you?
listen.
Hold on. No, I'm going to ask a question. I'm just messing with you. Are some of your people here with you? Your people here? Like
yeah.
People? Okay, who are your people?
Who are my people?
Yeah, where are your people? Tell your people
Where
to
are
stand
my
up.
people?
Okay, we got 1. Okay, who else? Keep standing. This is good. Who else is with you? You with her? Please stand up.
Listen, I'm not going to call my people. Let me see my
No, I want to find out something. Keep standing. Are you with her? Stand up. Who else is with you, Don? Who else is with you?
I'm not going to pinpoint my people. My people should know them.
Okay, her people stand up. There we go. Keep standing. What's your name, sir? Lance. Do you listen to her? Did you see that? Did you see it? Oh, did you see it? Sit down, Lance. Sit down, you're going to be in trouble. Hold on. Okay, let me go back up here. I'm going by the mic. I'm going by the speaker. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, man. Okay, stay there. 2 years ago, I decided I needed to upgrade myself. So I applied. It was right after the speech I gave here 2 years ago in the Bahamas. I applied to Harvard University, and they said yes. And I said, what? So imagine living in the basement, graduate high school to 1.6, having to take remedial classes, now walking on the campus of Harvard University, the most international playground of the best minds, or some of the best minds on the planet. But let me tell you what I'm studying there. I am studying the psychology of human performance, how to get people to increase their performance. I've spoken for a couple of NFL teams. I've spoken for some big events like this, and all I'm talking about is how to increase performance. But I need to tell you something. In my classes, they teach us to read body language, that this body cannot lie. Now, when I asked Lance the question, do you listen to her? Lance said, where's Lance? Lance, come here, man. Come here, Lance. Okay, Lance. Hold on, bro. Okay. All right, Lance. So I got my book, Survival Mode. I got one I'm going to talk about, Transformational Leadership. This is my new children's book. It's going to be on Nickelodeon and stuff. I'm going to give you a free gift for standing up, man. Which one you want? Which one? This one? You take that one. I'm going to sign it for you. I'm going to be at that table right out there. Okay, now go sit back down. All right. Go ahead, darling. Come on, because we're getting somewhere. Come on, talk to us. Yeah.
My people.
Oh, sorry. Come on.
You want me?
Yeah. No, stay there. Tell us, what's a 10?
As a leader, it's important that you, apart from the people listening to you, you have everybody with you, right?
Okay. Yes.
And in decision making, I try my best to ensure that everyone becomes part of that decision-making process.
Okay.
So I have had opportunities to be a leader.
Okay.
Well, at my school, well, not really the principal, but acting principal of the school. Mm-hmm. And it not just doing what I wanted at the school to manage the school, but I got these reviews from parents who said that apart from having experienced other leaders, that they could see that leadership quality in me to be one of the best that they have ever.
Please give her a big round of applause. Woo! I'll put you on the spot. Thank you. Now, please write this down. This is point number 1, legacy leadership. Please write this down. You've got to know this. Okay, but before we do that, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm excited. Not very many things excite me, but this does. Quit laughing. If you wrote down any number other than a 10, please raise your hand. Fantastic. Nobody's like, mm-mm. Okay, now, here's the quest for all of us. Going by the speaker?